Good morning. Okay, so this is your expectations video for the week of August 31st. Okay, when you look at this module, up here it says complete all items. And then right here you notice there's some stuff grayed out. Some stuff that if you try to hit it, you can't. You have to complete all items. Okay, please listen, because I have already sent an email and your last expectations video. I've already discussed this with y'all, and some of y'all are still doing this. Do not only click on your to-do list. This over here, these are just assignments. This is where you're going to find your attendance for the day, all right? But these are just graded assignments. The majority of my class is not graded assignments. I hate busy work with a passion. And so what I do is I stand right there in the middle of the classroom with my swords, practice swords, they're fake, and I act everything out. I tell stories. We role play. Don't freak out. You don't have to actually act things, but we role play in here. That's not a graded assignment. That's a lesson where I'm teaching you something. An assignment is you teaching yourself or you doing something to turn in for a grade. A lesson is me teaching you something. If you're only clicking over here on the to-do list, you're missing all the lessons. The same is true if you're only clicking up here, assignments on the left. I keep having kids still, even though I've said this in 2 different videos, I'm still having kids send me emails and say, I can't click on this, it says it's locked. It's not locked. It's just that you can't get into it until you've completed the previous requirement. So if you're like, I know prehistory, I'm going to take this test now. No, you're not. And what I'm having kids do is they're coming to assignments over here or their to-do list over here. And they're clicking, hold on, prehistory test. Here it is. Look, what's going to happen is this. It'll say it has not been unlocked yet. And you're like, oh, miss, you didn't unlock it. No, you didn't do the previous stuff. It tells you right here. The following requirements have to be completed before it can be unlocked. You have to do the actual lessons first. And I'm having a lot of y'all still coming into Hangouts or coming into email or whatever and saying, you need to unlock this, miss. It is unlocked. You need to unlock it from your side. Because my side's unlocked. It's ready to go. Your side has to be unlocked. Listen, you need to look at this part of the module. This whole thing right here is where you should be going every single day. Not to-do list, not over here. I've also already had somebody, when something was due, they're like, miss, I can't open it. You mean I have to do all this stuff first? Guys, I've been telling you that. Yes, that's why you shouldn't wait until the due date to actually click on things. That's why I have set up my class where it says on Monday, you should do this. And on Tuesday, you should do this. And on Wednesday, Thursday. That way things aren't piling up. If you wait to do this quiz right here, this test until September 6th, is that a Sunday? Yeah, because everything's usually for me due on Sunday now, from here on out, if you're virtual. If you wait to do this test until Sunday, you're going to have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 assignments all on Sunday. Don't gripe to me. about you gave us 5 hours of work on Sunday. No, I did not. I gave you 5 days worth of work that you should have been working through daily. Again, I've told you before, some kids want to do all of their history on Monday for the whole week. They want to do all of their science on Tuesday. They want to do all of their English on Wednesday. Is that okay? Yeah, because you're still doing something every day. But you guys who are only clicking on this stuff over here, you're going to get yourself in a problem where you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assignments that all have to be done before you can actually turn in the paper. I'm telling you, you need to come into the modules themselves, and you need to go in order of this stuff. First thing you'll do after watching this video, hopefully, is you'll click on prehistory notes. Now, these are the exact same notes. If you go to the previous module, they're the exact same notes right here. It's just that, like where we left off here with Paleolithic, okay, this week, you're going to start with what's right after that. You're still going to have to click on it again. Sorry. Okay, let me say something else about the notes because I've had some kids ask. Sorry. Okay. Miss, can we just print this? Sure, but I better see where you've added stuff. Listen, one of the things that sophomore year and pre-AP is, oh, sorry, we're not pre-AP, we're EAS now. But one of the things that is supposed to do, it's supposed to start transitioning you into upper level stuff. In the past, whenever your teachers gave you notes and it was like this, okay, and it was just, here's your notes, copy them down. That's the most mindless, nothing thing ever. That's mindless. You're not even paying attention. Be honest. Be honest. Everybody does that. It's okay. Here's how I view notes. These notes, they're like a skeleton. Like if we have a whole body, these notes, what I give you, it's a skeleton. There's no muscles on this skeleton yet. There's no skin, there's no hair, there's no cute jewelry or whatever. You add that. Well, where do you add that from? From my lessons, from in class, from me standing up there, acting everything out and telling you things. See, when you look here at Paleolithic age, okay, this is all the notes I have in here. That's it. So how is it that I talked about the Paleolithic age for 30 minutes? Well, because you should be going in and writing all over this and adding some stuff. When it says people use stone tools, you should write next to it, what are some of the tools that they use? I've shown you some of the artifacts. There's pictures in those lectures. You should be writing some of that down. You have an entire, wrong thing. Oh my gosh, here it is. You have an entire lesson. It's one of my favorites in this section about Otzi the Iceman. Let me close this. I love Otzi. Look, since I clicked on the prehistory notes, now Otzi is available to you. Civilization still isn't, darn it, but Otzi is available to you. So you click on lesson 5, Otzi the Iceman. I love Otzi. And you click on this video. That is me teaching you. This right here shows you how his coat, like most of us. And we're going to look at Glacier. We're going to look at Otzi. I wonder why his mouth is like that. I bet I tell you in the video. Okay, so here's the thing. You shouldn't mindlessly watch these videos. What you should be doing is what you're going to be expected to do in class with me. You have your notes. Look, Otzi the Iceman is not in your notes anywhere. He kind of fits in right here, kind of in between domestication and civilizations. You should add in information about Otzi. Because see, on tests, kids have come back and they're like, Miss, Otzi was on the test, but you didn't have him in your notes. That's not fair. And I told you a million times, you have to add to the notes. What we're trying to get you to do is to go from kind of a low level junior high type approach where you have all the notes, your teacher just gives it to you, versus what you're about to have next year and as a senior and for sure in college, where you sit down and you have your pen and you have a blank piece of paper and that teacher is talking and they're just talk. There's no such thing as group work in college, like none of that stuff. And you're writing as fast as you can, the stuff that you think is important. We're trying to teach you, kind of transition you to get to that point. If you only rely on me, I'm telling you it's not enough. It's a skeleton of what you need, but you are adding the muscles and the skin and the hair of Otzi when I teach that kind of stuff. You need to add stuff to the notes. So if you want to print the notes, fine. But when I suddenly say, hey guys, we're going to take a quick little surprise, great, let me see your notes. I better see where you've written on them. I better see where you've added stuff. If it were me, I would not print them. If it were me, I would go and write them down. And I would write them down as I teach it. At the beginning of each one of my lesson videos, I say, okay, guys, so here's how far we went last time, and here's where we're starting. That's what I do at the beginning of every single video, so that you know in your notes where you're at. That's what you should be doing. Now look, whenever you click on Otzi and you do that whole video and stuff, you can now click on the civilizations video. The same should be done with civilizations. We're going to talk about the characteristics of civilizations and this civilization right here, Çatalhöyük. It's an ancient civilization. And I think in this one I do some drawing too. Yeah, you're going to get to see some of my... Didn't I draw? Yeah.
Trade.
Look, you're going to get to see me draw.
That's happening elsewhere too.
Aw, look at that.
Other plans are coming together.
These are the lessons that you actually have to learn in order to do well on things. Once you've done that, now the review sheet is open. Now, about the review sheet. My review sheets are also just skeletons. And I'll like watch kids, they're like, Miss, I'm studying. And they're just reading the review sheet. Well, unless you know what all that means, that's nothing. The review sheet is a skeleton. What you should do is, okay, I need to know all of the continents and where they are. Check and see if you know them. Google blank map online. And if you can go North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, yes! Don't look at that again, you got it. And then you need to make sure that you understand how dates go on a timeline. BC, AD. I think that's backwards to you. To me, it's right, but to you, what I just did is backwards. That's okay. You need to know what BC and AD time means. If you want to use BCE and CE, that's fine. You need to know what Kirkos, circa means. Right here, let me go down here first. You need to know Donald Johanson and why Lucy's a big deal. You need to know the difference, compare, contrast, how people lived in the Paleolithic versus how people started living in the Neolithic age. What happened? Something major happened that changed how people lived. This information is all in my lessons that I taught, not an assignment that you did. This right here is, I'm talking about Otzi. And then look at this. Vocab. You need to know these basic vocab words. You're like, Miss, I did that online. I don't have the vocab anymore. Yeah, you do. Look. If you come over here to grades and you click grades, you can see all of your grades, okay? You go to the grade and you click, and don't freak out. This is test student. This is my dog's page. So like, I'm not showing you somebody's grades. I purposefully uploaded this vocab. You click on the vocab. And then if it's a document, you click. If not, it'll just show up. And then look. Here we go. It's not blank. It's on the second page. There you go. Then you can go, okay, what words do I need to know? Let's go back here. Let's go to the review. All right, so I need to know artifact. Okay. I gotta, you need to study what that is. A tool or weapon or piece of jewelry left behind. If it were me personally, I would go through, you don't have to do this obviously, but if it were me, I would go through and I'd be like, okay, artifact, highlight, Neolithic Revolution, the stuff that's on the test, that's what I would do. You do not have to. But that's also why I was telling you in the very first video that I sent, it's a really good idea to have a file on your page, like your desktop page, that you can open and it has all your stuff in it. Now, those of you that have Chromebooks, you've told me that the Chromebooks won't let you. Sorry. So, but that's okay. All your assignments are in Canvas. Just go to grades and you can look at your own assignments that you've submitted. Now, if you haven't submitted it, there's nothing there. Or if it was a blank page and I said, hey, this is a blank page, and you're like, no, it's not, and you never resubmitted it, it's gonna show you the blank page, okay? Okay, once you've done all that and you are ready to do your test, be sure you're ready because it's timed. You go in, click it. Okay, look, I'll read the instructions. Okay, take this 20-question test. You have 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, be sure that when you're ready to take a timed test, you have the time. If you're in a situation where you're watching your brothers and sisters or, I don't know, whatever, I would hold off and I would do it when family's around that can help you. Like they can watch the kids and you can do it by yourself. I just would be smart about it because if you pause it and stuff, like there isn't a pause. Like if you leave to do something, you've lost time, okay? They're timed for a reason. On a timed test, you don't have time to go through and search for the answer of every single question because you should have already learned it. You should have already studied it, all right? That's why they're timed. So if you're like, all right, test, I'm gonna look up everything. Okay, but I'm telling you, you're gonna run out of time. I will also tell you this, I'm a mean person and I shuffle everything. So each one of you are gonna see the answers all different. Just saying. Okay, so when you're ready to take it, hit take quiz. Oh, that's okay. Once you've submitted an answer, you can't blah, blah, blah. I know. Okay, look up here. This tells you your questions. Once you've finished a question, it'll be bold. This over here tells you how much time you have left. Oh, sorry. This right here tells you how much time you have left. All right? Don't freak out. 30 minutes is long enough. Okay, what is the continent represented by number 4? Wow. You look at number 4. Oh, it's right here. I know that one. You better all get it right. You click the answer. If somebody misses this one, you deserve it. And then you hit next. And you go to the next one. Okay, question number 2. What continent is represented by number 1? Okay, you find number 1. There it is, I got it. Okay, what happens if the picture isn't I did have some of the kids in AP sometimes that were like, Miss, the picture isn't there, and I only have 15 minutes. It's okay. Click on it. Like if the picture isn't there, just do a double click. Sometimes there's glitches. I can't help that. Sometimes there's glitches, click. Okay. If there's a real like serious problem, send me a remind text or email me. Okay, I will work with y'all. But click, and usually it'll come back. So you click it. I'm not going to do this one, but you click it and then you hit next and you just go through the whole thing. When I took this test, I finished in 7 minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, you're the teacher. I know. And I was doing it to make sure that the answers are right and everything worked okay. But you only have about 30 minutes in my class also to finish this. Because classes are only 48 minutes long. So it shouldn't be a problem. If you're like, oh, I missed something and I got like a 94, what? You have 2 attempts. If you want to do it again, go back in and do it again. Okay? It is due September 6th, Sunday. Okie dokie. Once you've done that, I know. Then on Friday, all you have, I can't click on it. I can't click on it because I didn't submit the test. That's okay. Let me get out of student view so I can show you. On Friday, it's down here. You have your next unit. Here we go. You have your next unit of vocab. And this vocab, Mesopotamia, be done exactly the same way you did prehistory. Click on it. If you want to download it, okay, be sure you hit enable editing and then just type directly in. Some of y'all, I emailed y'all because I was like, hey, it's not opening. Your document isn't opening, or what you sent me is blank. I have heard teachers, now I don't know if this is true yet, but I have heard teachers say that when kids are sending them Google Docs, it's not working. That's what's not opening. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I've heard people say. That if you send a Google Doc, it doesn't open in Canvas. If you do stuff in a Google Doc, that's fine. But when you're finished, copy and paste it into, copy and paste it into the text box. I can't show you this because I'm looking at it through teacher view, not student view. So let's go to student view. And I'm actually going to go into the wrong module to show you this, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Here it is. I'm going to show you here. I know you've already done this one. It's okay. When you go to submit it, instead of uploading a file, click here on text. Click, and then paste your whole document that you just copied. See, there's my answer. I filled it out right here. Copy and paste it, and then submit it. Okay. Again, I don't know. I don't know for sure that it's like Google Docs that are doing that. That's just what I've heard teachers say. Sorry. I have really bad allergies starting in the fall, and it's almost September, so it's, right on cue for me to start sneezing every 2 seconds. So, other than that, I think that's it for this week. I know this is a longer expectations video, but you guys, you've got to stop only clicking here, and you've got to stop only clicking here. Y'all have got to go into the actual module and do it day by day. Because the emails that I'm getting where it says, you want me to do all of this by this due date? Yes, you should have started on Monday. And if you started on Monday, it wouldn't be a big thing. Okay, I think that's all. If you have questions, ask. I think that's it.